What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the weekend reading. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok, or my website. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. As always, first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Saggy. So, Sagittarian, you guys are up first today. But what's going on? Hey, everybody. Hello, little miss. Hey, Queen Star. What's going on? What's happening, Allison? Hey, Julia. Hey, Ren. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. What's poppin', Fawn? Hey, Red Skies. How are you guys doing, baby? Hey, Diamond Wolf. Hey, Heather Ann. Thank you so much for the $5. Appreciate that. Been slaying. Thanks for the light through the dark sun. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. I'm more than happy to help. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Happy Friday. All right, guys, we're going to hop into it in just a sec. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. Hope you've been having a great day so far. I do want to mention, if you're interested in getting a personal service this week, today is going to be the last day, and then personal services will restock next week. So if you guys want to go ahead and get your personal service this week, definitely go ahead and check it out, okay? All right, guys, let's hop on into it and see what's going on. We're going to start out here with Sagittarius, so let's go ahead over here and begin for your next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Sag, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours? What do we got showing up here for you? All right, Team Sagittarius, one more shuffle, I think, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Saggy, overall energy for you is going to be the Lovers in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Gemini for, excuse me. You could be connecting with a Gemini here for a few of you. Excuse me about that, guys. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Moon in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here a Strength card. And then looking at the outcome for you, Wheel of Fortune, you got all freaking major arcanas. Okay, definitely some intense energy showing up here for you guys at this time. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could possibly be connecting with a Pisces, a Leo, or an Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio. So a lot of zodiacs. Take it if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't. But nonetheless, moving into your next 72. For the overall energy, Lovers in reverse. For the current energy, we got here the Moon in reverse as well. Kind of feels to me for you, Sagittarius, that right now you're definitely emotionally detached in a situation. I do feel like looking at what you're dealing with here, the Strength card, someone in your life's been pulling back. And I feel like they've been pulling back to the point where you're like, okay, you've been isolating for me so much to the point where it's like, I'm just going to go ahead and go cold turkey. I kind of feel like you're quitting somebody cold turkey, or you're trying to detach from them cold turkey because of how distant they've been from you. It could possibly be potentially a Leo at this time who's distancing themselves from you moving into the weekend. But nonetheless, whether it's a Leo or not, you know, of course, take it if it resonates, if the premise resonates to you. But yeah, I get that feeling here of somebody here who's pretty much distancing themselves from you, and you're kind of getting fed up with it. So it's like, okay, if you want to keep on distancing yourself from me, I'm just going to do everything I can to kind of distance myself from you. So it's kind of that vibe of almost giving somebody a little bit of a taste of their own medicine, if you will. Looking at the outcome here for you, we do have here the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Right now, your state of a relationship or state of being with somebody is in a little bit of a odd spot. You know, Wheel of Fortune upright would mean that things are going forward in a good direction, but Wheel of Fortune reversed, things are kind of going in a backwards direction, if you will, between you and this person. And I kind of get the feeling that this isn't something that's necessarily new for some of you Sagittarians that are watching, because it feels like I'm hearing like this has happened before, where the person I'm dealing with has been very distant from me, and now it's starting to happen again. Now, I do think probably for the vast, majority of you guys, this is going to be a person that you are friends with, right? So this is more than likely a friendship that we're going to be discussing here moving into the weekend. But of course, this could be a romantic partner. This could be a friend. It could be a lover. It could be family, whoever. It doesn't just necessarily here have to be a specific friendship. But yeah, I get that feeling that this has probably happened before, and you're wondering, why are we going backwards instead of going forward? So someone here right now starting to distance themselves again. You're giving them that taste of their own medicine as well, but I think you're kind of at that point where you're tired of them doing this repetitively, because Wheel of Fortune reversed can certainly represent a repetitive cycle, and continuing that this has happened before, I think it's something that you're kind of tired of seeing happen in some sort of relationship in your life. So Sag, I just kind of feel like you're at that point where you're like, dude, I'm just over it. I'm tired of the no growth or no forward movement. I'm tired of the same thing happening over and over again. It's like, I'm not going to sit here trying to make things go forward this time. If they want to work things out, it's them and it's up to them. I'm not going to do anything about it right now going forward because I don't really have the time or the energy. It's kind of how it feels where you're coming from. Okay. All right. Though, Saggy, of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But, definitely my advisory in a situation like this is that, if you're connecting with somebody who has done this before where they've distanced themselves, not really given much of a reason why, and they kind of do this on a very repetitive way, like they do this very often, I would say your piece. I would say obviously that is something you don't enjoy. I would say obviously it's something that you don't appreciate, considering that you're trying to go forward in a relationship and they seem to keep on wanting to go backwards. If it's something you can't stand any longer, let them know, like, this is not something I'm going to continue to tolerate. And if it doesn't change, then I might just move in a new direction entirely and not try to come back and fix things. This is definitely something you don't want to deal with. So I feel like laying out your truth, letting them know that this is not what you're enjoying right now would be my best advice for you. Definitely tell it to them straight. And if they decide to change and things go forward, great. If not, and you're going to be much more happier, without this added stress, then kind of go in your own direction and do your thing. Okay. All right. The Saggy, of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thank you for tuning in nonetheless. Okay. All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out here with Team Sagittarius for today, and Saggy, that is fire. So we're going to go ahead and do fire, water, air, and earth. Moving on into our water signs. Let's have a look here at the Pisces and see what's going on here for the fish. Okay. What do we got showing up here for Team Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Piscean? Messages here for Team Piscean, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Pisces, we're going to get ourselves one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what we got going on for your weekend. Hopefully, it's going to be a pretty awesome one, man. Happy Friday to the fish. Let's see what's popping. Overall energy here for you is going to go ahead and be the King of Wands in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a fire sign like an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Having a look at your current energy, Ace of Swords in reverse. What it is you're dealing with here at this time is going to be a Five of Cups in reverse, and then the outcome for the Pisces is going to be the Knight of Wands. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here for you. So we start out here right now with the King of Wands in reverse paired with the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. Now, Ace of Swords reverse is usually kind of like not wanting to communicate towards somebody. It could represent dishonesty, but I don't think that's where this is coming from. I think it's more of like you just don't want to talk to someone. Looking at the overall energy, King of Wands reversed, it's the energy of disinterest. So you're kind of disinterested, uninterested, not wanting to talk to somebody right now. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that maybe somebody here is not taking your feelings into account. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Five of Cups reversed, that can be a person here who could kind of just be like steamrolling over your feelings, not really giving much credit to them, not really giving any time to them. So it's somebody here who doesn't have consideration. That's what it feels like, Pisces. So somebody here isn't having consideration for your feelings, and it's been pretty frustrating for you because it's like, why the hell would I bother opening up if you don't care when I open up? Whether this is anybody, your family member, your friend, your lover, it's like, how are you going to sit here and complain maybe that I don't open up enough, but then when I do, you show me you don't care? So I do see that happening here for some Pisces. Maybe the person you're dealing with isn't asking you, but I do feel for some of you, you might be dealing with somebody who's asking you to open up. And then it's like, once you do, you're like, you don't care. So what was the point? Right? So, I get that feeling here where just somebody's not taking your feelings into account in the slightest. And looking at the outcome here, Knight of Wands, it's like, well, when I start keeping my feelings from you, when I start acting heartless or a lot more cold towards you, you're going to know exactly why. Because if you're not showing me that you care about my feelings, then why would I continue to share that side of myself and that part of myself with you going forward? So I don't blame you. I've definitely been in situations before with people where I would try to convey how I feel. They'd roll right past it. And then at that point I was like, okay, then I'm not going to share my feelings with you going forward. And then over time it turns into more than that, because when somebody isn't going to be respectful or acknowledge how one person feels, inevitably that person feels less close to the person they're dealing with. And then inevitably it kind of moves into a direction where that relationship doesn't stay connected, because the whole premise of connecting with somebody is not only getting to connect with them, but to feel them out and to have them feel you out and to understood and to be understood. And there's that big disconnect here right now showing up, Pisces, between you and somebody else. So, my advice is, if your feelings are, which I'm assuming, and for sure they should be important, right? Your feelings are important, and I think that, you know, you should be with somebody who respects them. I think that if the person you're dealing with keeps on ignoring them and you know, chooses not to engage in what you feel or understand you, to me that's a sign of a person showing you they don't care. And if somebody doesn't care, do they really deserve room in your life? You know, my advisory, no. Your advisory could be different, but I think that it would probably be best to let somebody know, you know, if you're going to keep showing me you don't care about me, then I don't know how much longer I'm going to stick around here for you to even have the opportunity to care for me in the first place. Period. So, you know, take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, Pisces. But I would definitely tell this person that you know your worth and your value. And if somebody here is not willing to show you that basic respect and, you know, just the overall understanding of what you're feeling and the fact that they care about you, then, you know, maybe you're going to find other people who do care about you, point blank, period. All right, Piscean, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, though, Fish, for tuning on in. Hope all will continue to be well going forward, all right? All right, though, guys, so we did our water, we did our fire. We're going to hop on into the air sign now, and we're going to have a look here at the lovely and amazing Libra gang. Let's see what's popping for the Libra, baby. Messages here for Team Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours, what do we got going on here for the zodiac signs of Libra this weekend? Messages here for our Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Libra peeps, we're going to go ahead and get one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what's popping for your weekend. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's see what's going on here for you. Libra, overall energy here is going to be the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So right off the bat here for you guys, you could be dealing with an earth sign for some of you. Looking at the current energy, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, what you're dealing with, Magician in the upright. And looking at the outcome here for you, we got a Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like I keep hearing like you have a dream. So like your dream here is definitely being highlighted. But looking at the overall energy to the current energy, you know, Three of Pentacles reversed here, Ace of Pentacles reversed, you know, it kind of feels like something's not working out, or that the opportunities you want to have aren't manifesting. So you definitely have a vision, you have a dream here with the Magician card, but you just don't feel like anything's manifesting, especially the way that you want it to. And looking at the outcome here, Page of Pentacles reversed, I kind of get the feeling where some Libras are feeling a little bit discouraged moving into the weekend. You know, Magician here could be, maybe you have a dream to start your own business. Maybe you have a dream to, you know, have a transformation in your life that you've been thinking about for the longest of times. And it's like, even though I'm dreaming about this and I'm trying to put energy into what I want, it just feels like it's not coming. And here's the thing. Remember, guys, whatever it is we manifest, whatever it is we put out into the universe and the world, it doesn't mean that it's not coming to us. You know, if we put something out into the world, it has to come back to us. But the thing is we always want it to come back to us when we want it to. And the thing is that manifestation does have a bit of divine timing to it, right? When the time is right, it'll come. You cast out and put out what you want into the world, it goes into the ethers, and then it manifests when the time is right, as above, so below. So it's one of those situations where you may try to manifest something, but it may not come right away. It may not come initially. You may have to go through a series or stages of things in life to get to that manifestation you've created. Let's say, for example, you are manifesting a business currently and you work at a job that maybe you dislike right now. Maybe you have to go through the process of getting rid of that job first. And once you get rid of that job and you're like, oh my God, I'm unemployed right now, I need to search for different jobs. Well, maybe that unemployment motivates you to start your own business. And because you're so motivated to make money, that business starts to thrive. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to manifesting, there's a series of events that has to unfold to get you to the desired result. And most of the time, when people are manifesting something and then unexpectedly they think bad things are happening, they don't even realize that that's them getting to their desired result. You know, I remember I wanted to, you know, do YouTube for the longest time. And when I was currently at my job, I never expected that I was going to be walking away from that job to pursue YouTube full time. I never expected this channel to necessarily go where I thought it would. You know, ultimately though, I've always been manifesting doing YouTube. It was something I was super passionate about ever since I was a kid. And I needed to go through a series of events. I needed to have tons of different channels and try tons of different things to recognize what I was meant to do, you know? And inevitably, when I started tarot, I just picked it up, I gave it a go, started the channel, and it worked out. You know, but I needed to go through those other series of events with other channels to kind of recognize where I was supposed to be. So everything unfolds for a reason, and it takes us to where we need to go. And that's kind of the main highlight here of your reading. So I feel for Libras, you know, there's a part of you here that's feeling super discouraged or unsuccessful at this time because you feel like what you've been focusing on manifesting hasn't happened yet, Remember though, it's going to take a while for the series of events to unfold to get you there. So enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. Know that what you put out there is out there. And when it comes to you, it comes to you. You know, don't worry too much about it, okay? And definitely don't feel discouraged. You know, sometimes things take time, and divine timing, it can be a little bit of a lengthy process every now and then, okay? All right, Libra, much love to you. Just know that what you put out into the universe will come back to you. Let it happen when it does. Don't worry about how or when. When it unfolds, okay? Detach from the outcome and detach from the timing, if you will, all right? All right, though, Libra, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our air sign. By the way, Fawn, thank you so much for the $3. Really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate the donation, my love, okay? All right, guys, so we finished up our water, we did our fire, we did our air. Going on into the earth sign, let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Taurus gang. We're going to see what's popping here for the bulls. By the way, Kelly, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. Really appreciate that. Thank you for your generosity. Damn, shout out to you guys today, man. You guys are out here blessing me. Thank you very much. All right, guys, moving on into the bull gang. Let's see what's popping here for Taurus, okay? What do we got going on here for Team Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on here for Taurus, please? Taurus, you had a Page of Pentacles come out. All right, so for a few of you guys, you could be in a space and time right now where maybe you're not wanting to do something, or you're wanting to kind of retract your energy from a situation. But let's go ahead and get one more shuffle here, and we'll see what's up here for the weekend, guys, overall. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. All right, overall energy here for you. 3 of Pentacles in the upright. Looking at the current energy, 8 of Swords in the reverse, what you're dealing with, Queen of Cups in the reverse position, and then the outcome here, Moon card in the reverse as well. You know, I definitely think that there's been some thoughts you've been having for a while. I kind of feel like you were previously in the energy of overthinking, but that changes this weekend. You're not overthinking any longer. 8 of Swords reverse is a card that definitely represents that, you know, you're getting out of your head over here. You're letting go of overthinking. You definitely feel more calm and grounded. Current energy, or sorry, overall energy being the 3 of Pentacles. This is the energy of things coming together, things starting to work out. So it feels good. Honestly, Taurus, it feels good. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with here, Queen of Cups reversed, you know, you're not allowing any kind of negative emotion to get inside of you. You know, I feel like if you're a Taurus, you were in your head in the past, but moving into the weekend, you're getting out of it, you know? Now, for some of you Taurians, you could have been in your head maybe because you might have felt like other people put things inside your head. You know, maybe this was certain friends or family members or even a romantic partner who you might have felt put some sort of negativity or planted negative seeds inside you. And you're at that point in time right now where if there were any negative seeds, whether they came from you or whether they came from your environment, you know, they are no longer being planted. You know, you are getting those seeds out and you are replacing them with positive seeds, okay? Point blank, period. Looking at the outcome here for you, Moon in reverse, yeah, you're learning here to detach from negative feelings and emotions. You know, I actually just did a video that hasn't come out yet, guys, but it's going to be coming out probably Monday or Friday. We got to see. But basically, I did a video about how to essentially detach from negative thoughts, right? How to no longer give your power to negative thoughts, if you will. And the way that you do that is that every time you think of something, instead of giving it an emotion or engaging in that thought emotionally, take a step back and observe your thoughts. It's such a crazy but awesome technique. When we no longer give our thoughts emotions, or when we no longer react to our thoughts emotionally, and we kind of just look at the thought and observe it and ask ourselves, does it serve us? Does it not serve us? If not, toss it away, let it by. And if it does serve us, then take that thought and have a positive energy towards it. So with that being said for you, Taurus, you're getting out of your head, but I also feel like you're no longer reacting to the negative things that may come up in your mind. And always remember though too, guys, that we don't even always think our own thoughts. We are all one collective and connected consciousness. So at the end of the day, you can be picking up on somebody who's sitting right next to you, what they're thinking about. And it might not even be your own energy and your own thought form. So with that being said here for Taurians, you're kind of going to be in this space moving into the weekend where it's like, all right, I'm done allowing myself to react negatively to what I think about or to what I hear or to what people tell me. I got to remember that I have the power to empower any form of thought, any form of action, any form of words that people may say to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using it for the good and for positivity to allow myself to continue to be stress-free and to continue to work on the things I want to do. Okay? Which I love for you. So guys, I like it. It's a good energy. I feel like things are definitely starting to work out here far better than in comparison to the past because you have a much better mindset. You know, you're not overthinking anymore. You don't have negativity surrounding you. So you seem to be primed here to get things done. So it looks pretty damn good. Now, I'm not sure entirely what you're getting done here, Taurus. Maybe this is about working on a business. Maybe this is about revamping your mental health and the way that you perceive things. And they're like building a better mindset for some of you. That could be showing up this weekend. Or maybe it's about just having a better mindset to work on something with someone because, you know, at the end of the day, guys, it's incredibly hard to do anything when we're in a bad mindset. I'm sure you guys can agree. You know, for me personally, right, when it comes to doing the work that I do, having a good mindset is so pivotal. If I don't have it, it's really difficult to do what I do. If I'm in a bad headspace any time of the day that I'm recording or doing tarot or doing anything like that, it's difficult to get videos done. You know, it doesn't feel easy and seamless like it naturally does. Same thing with people that are just normally going to work. You know, if you go to work and you're in a good mood, you usually get a lot of stuff done that day. But if you go to work and you're in a bad mood, you're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I feel demotivated. So it's like mindset's literally everything. And I feel like one of the biggest things about Taurus is this weekend is that your mindset's getting primed here for success because there's a lot of positivity that's entering you, which is really good. All right, beautiful, guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs here for today's weekend reading. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. For the 161 viewers in the chat, if you could drop a like, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much for spending time with me, man. Okay. All right, guys. So we finished up our first batch. Moving back on into the fire, we're going to have a look here at the Leo gang. So let's see what's popping here for Team Leo, baby. Messages here for the Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours, what information is going to be showing here, please, or coming up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Leo peeps, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, all is going to be well for you guys. Let's see what's popping. All right, Team Leo, looking at the overall energy for you, it's going to be the Star in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Aquarius for a few of you. Looking at the current energy for you, we got the Death, which is Scorpionic energy, what you're dealing with, Knight of Cups, and then the outcome here for you is going to be the Five of Wands in reverse. Nice. I like that that's in the reverse position too. So I kind of feel things are changing around here for you. Things are getting a little bit better moving into your weekend. So we start here with the Star reversed. Then we have here the Death card. So the Death card here is change, right? So that's what's showing up here for you. There's going to be change coming into your weekend, guys. And I do feel here with the Star in reverse, you know, that's a card first and foremost that typically resonates towards being in a place where you feel kind of unfulfilled. Right? When you're the Star in reverse, you feel unfulfilled. Maybe you feel demotivated. Maybe you feel like things aren't working out. But then everything here changes. We got the Death card and it's all about transformation. Now, looking at what it is you're dealing with here, we do have here the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is an energy of like, all right, I'm moving on from this energy. Screw being in the Star reversed. Screw feeling unfulfilled. You know, screw feeling like crap. You know, I'm ready here to let it all go. So there's definitely going to be motivation coming up in here to your weekend where it's like, okay, I haven't felt totally, you know, positive or totally powerful. I felt kind of blah and meh, but something comes in and sparks this energy of motivation where you're just like, all right, I got to get out of this energy and I got to do something productive. So if you're a Leo and you've kind of felt like Star reversed-ish, unfulfilled, just blah and meh, kind of like you're not where you need to be, you know, moving into your weekend, I definitely feel like you're just getting this sense of motivation where it's like, all right, I got to move out of this energy. I got to do what I can to take care of myself. I got to build a positive mindset. I got to let go of this negativity and everything's going to be okay. And I think that Leos are naturally like that. It's very hard for Leos to be in the dark for too long because they're so high vibing. Leos really resonate with the light very often. So most Leos that I know are always very happy people. Now, don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that a Leo can't be depressed. Anybody can be happy or depressed. You know, I've seen Leos go through really hard stuff, but I feel like Leos just naturally have this light about them that's so difficult to keep them in the dark. Like inevitably, they're going to look at themselves and be like, okay, fuck this energy. I don't like it. Ew, the dark is gross. Let's hop on into the light and be in a better vibe. So inevitably, a Leo will pick themselves up, and that's what I love so much about you guys because you're very strong emotionally. So I do see this showing up here for you where it's like, all right, I'm letting go. I'm getting out of this energy. It ain't serving me, and you're going to start feeling better here moving into your weekend. For some of you guys, there could be friends coming in potentially that might be bringing a good vibe here to you, that might help you feel a little bit better, especially if things have been a little bit rough. But if it's not about friends coming in, it's like, you're just getting that energy and motivation to move into a good direction. And I love it for you. Very cool. All right. So of course, take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Leo, thank you guys so much for tuning on in nonetheless. Okay. Things seem to be turning around here for you. All right. All right, my Lion Gang, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our fire, baby. We're going to hop on into our water signs now, and we're going to have a look here at the lovely and amazing Cancer gang. Let's see what's going on here for the Cancer, baby. Messages here for Team Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Cancer, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle showing up over here, and we'll see what's going on for you, baby. Hopefully, we'll be looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. All right, Cancer, overall energy here for you is going to be the Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands showing up here, you could be dealing with a fire sign like a Aries, Sag, or Leo. Looking into your current energy, we do have here the Six of Pentacles in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with here, Queen of Swords in the upright. Okay, Cancer. And looking at the outcome for you, Justice in the upright as well. Ooh, I like seeing Justice come in here, especially as an outcome card here for Cancerians. So let's talk about your weekend. Knight of Wands here, Six of Pentacles in reverse. You know, I do think for some of you, you're starting to notice a little bit of incompatibility in your reality. Whether we're talking about incompatibility with a certain person, a partner that's a romantic one, a friend, family, your job, there is some sort of incompatibility, I think, showing up here, Cancer, and you're recognizing it. And I think that, to be quite honest, you know, it's good sometimes to tap into this energy where we can be a little more aware and see what is in our vibrational resonance and what isn't. I think sometimes we have a lot more things in our lives that maybe we're not really resonating with than we realize, and we kind of like leave them there, but they're not necessarily what we really want to have a part of our lives. You know, for example, there could be certain habits we do that don't really fully resonate with us, but we do them anyways. There could be certain people that we have around us that don't really resonate with us, but we hang out with them anyways. And I think sometimes it's nice to be aware to see what is serving me at this time, what isn't, and then make changes accordingly. So Cancer, I kind of get that feeling that's what's happening here for you this weekend. You know, you're starting to recognize, okay, I'm not super compatible, or I'm not really feeling certain things that are happening in my life right now. So why don't I go ahead and switch things up? Why don't I go ahead and change what I'm associating my energy with so that I therefore can move into more of a balanced space? And looking at the outcome here for you, right, we do have the Justice card, which is all about moving into a more balanced space here overall, which is really great energy to see. So Cancers, I think that if you've been kind of just dealing with stuff that haven't been super fulfilling, or, you know, kind of investing your energy in situations that are kind of like half empty, half full, you know, you're pulling back from that. You want to make sure whatever you invest your energy in is a full cup that is going to bring forth a lot of fulfillment. All right. So I think a lot of you are just taking the time to be aware what's really serving me right now, what's really not, and let's make those changes accordingly. Okay. Not too shabby. And I do this a lot. I love checking in with myself and making sure that I'm always taking a look at my life and looking at what is valuing me, what is serving me, what is good for me, what isn't, what should I readjust, where I'm giving my energy to. And then once I do that, I take action accordingly, and it changes everything overall. It definitely brings in more balance and more grounding. Okay. All right, though, Cancer, very good. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water, we did our fire. We're now going to go ahead and jump on into the air sign. So moving into the air sign, let's have a look here at the Aquarius. What's going to be going on here for the Aqua, baby? Messages here for Team Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got going on? What information is going to be rolling up here for Aqua this weekend? Messages here for Team Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, Team Aquarius, let's go ahead and take a look here at you, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we're going to begin your reading here with the King of Wands in reverse. So King of Wands reversed, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could be in a space right now where you just don't feel very interested in a situation or a person. Looking at the current energy, Emperor in reverse. Yeah, what it is you're dealing with, the Devil, and looking at the outcome for you, Three of Swords. You know, it's not you that's heartbroken, but it feels like it's somebody else. And I think that what's happening here is that you're in a situation where you can't control or help how you feel, but somebody here isn't happy that you feel the way you feel. You know what I mean? For example here, let's say that the devil right now is that somebody here is angry or upset or disappointed that you are not reciprocating romantic feelings. You know, what you're trying to explain to them, Aquarius, is like, well, I'm sorry that I don't feel romantic feelings towards you like you feel towards me, but I can't control how I feel. But it still angers the fact that somebody here recognizes you're not on the same page as them. You know, and looking at the outcome, Three of Swords, they're upset that you're not on the same page as them, but you're still once again trying to say there's not much I can do when I can't control how I can feel, right? I can't control how I feel. I feel how I feel. That is what it is. And somebody here is kind of just upset that you're not on the same vibrational resonance moving into the weekend. So I get that though. I get where you're coming from 100% because it's like you can't force me to feel any kind of way, right? You can't have somebody force you to like them. You'll either like them or you won't. You know, you'll either have romantic feelings towards somebody or you won't. It's one of those things where it's like feelings is not something we can just whip up and control. We just simply feel how we feel. So looking at the overall energy again, Knight of Wands in reverse or King of Wands in reverse, you know, you're kind of at that point right now, Aquarius, where it's like, I'm just really disinterested in this conversation, you know? I shouldn't have to be battling with somebody or, you know, getting shit from somebody that I don't feel the same way about something as they feel. And even if it's not about love, maybe this isn't about a person who likes you romantically and you're not reciprocating. Maybe somebody here wants to, you know, do something this weekend and you don't agree. You know, you want to do something else instead and then they get pissy about it, right? It's kind of that energy where somebody here is not respecting your opinion, your feelings, and what you just genuinely feel, right? And I think that that right there is a little bit of a red flag. And I think you can see that and you associate it with being a red flag. And I think that overall you're like, okay, this conversation is not something I want to continue to entertain. I'm sorry that our feelings don't align, but I'm not going to apologize for feeling how I feel, especially if it's something that's beyond my control. You can either respect how I feel or continue to be angry, but I'm not going to let your vibe kill my vibe. And that's what you're going to end up saying here to this person moving into the weekend. And certainly I don't blame you, right? I think that sometimes people can get very irritated that, you know, what they want and what they feel doesn't align with other people. But at the end of the day, you know, that's not something that can be changed or forced. It's something that has to come naturally. And if the vibes ain't there, if the resonance ain't there, it is what it is, you know? All right, though, Aquarius, of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But yeah, you're at that point where you're not entertaining this any longer. You know, I'm sorry that you feel hurt is what you may say to this person, but I'm not going to let you make me feel bad that my feelings are simply just my feelings. You know, it's not something in my control. Absolutely. All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys, though, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And if it resonates, of course, take it. If not, absolutely no worries, okay? All right, Team Aqua, let's move on forward, baby. So we did the air, we did the water, we did the fire. All right, moving on into, did we finish everything properly? No, we got to do earth signs. Yeah, so we did air, water, fire, jumping on into the earth sign now. Let's have a look here at the Capricorn. Let's see what's going on here for Cappy, baby. What's going to be popping here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, moving on into the next 72 hours? What do we got going on? Cappy, you got two cards coming out. Let's see what they are. Knight of Cups reversed and the World in reverse as well. This is just a little bit of a pre-reading since these cards flipped out. For some of you guys, there could potentially be somebody here who is still not making an effort to fix something with you, whether this is somebody within the family sector, friend, lover, whoever it may be. There might be somebody here who's still being kind of stubborn and not wanting to reach out to you in order to fix things. I kind of get a stubborn energy. So you could be dealing with a Taurus maybe, or somebody here who is kind of in this energy as well. That's a water sign, because we also have here, besides just Taurus, we have Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo, because this is all fixed sign energy. So these are people who are fixated, right? And then we also have water sign energy as well. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Nonetheless, though, guys, I kind of get that feeling where it's like you could be dealing with somebody who's just really stubborn right now, Capricorn, not really reaching out to you, not wanting to fix things. It seems like it's a one-way kind of phone call where it's like you'll try to reach out to the person you're dealing with, but there's no response on the other side. You know, so it's like, all right, everything feels super one-sided. I'm trying, you're not trying, so kind of is what it is. So that can resonate to a few of you. Of course, it's not the official reading. We're going to get into the official reading in a sec, but that was kind of like a pre-shuffle of what came out, okay? All right, though, Capricorn, let's look at your official reading here and see what is going on. We're going to do one more shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Capricorn, overall energy here for you is going to be the King of Swords in reverse. Looking at the current energy for your weekend, we got here the Nine of Pentacles. What you're dealing with, Knight of Swords, and then the outcome for Capricorn is going to be the Queen of Wands in reverse. So let's see what's going on here for you. First things first, King of Swords reversed here, Nine of Pentacles in the upright. You've been very open and very receptive. That's what this is telling me. King of Swords reverse is not the King of Swords upright. King of Swords upright is all about being super, protective of your energy, having boundaries up yay high, having walls up yay high. And when it comes towards right now being the King of Swords reverse, it's like, nah, I'm an open book right now. I'm open as hell. Looking at your current energy being the Nine of Pentacles, you're very confident in being open here and being very receptive. And I feel like moving into your weekend, Knight of Swords, somebody here is going to approach you moving into your weekend. And what is it exactly this person's approaching Capricorn for? Clarify the Knight of Swords, Temperance reversed, Hierophant reversed. I kind of get the feeling here for some Capricorns, somebody here this week may be approaching you, or this weekend, excuse me, may be approaching you about a situation where maybe they're upset about something. So this is interesting. Do you remember how I just said in the pre-shuffle, the two cards that came out before, how there's somebody at a distance from you who's been kind of stubborn to contact you? I feel like it's that stubborn person coming at you guys this weekend, coming to contact and communicate with you. That's the vibe I'm getting here. So if there's been a person that you've dealt with and it's been really one-sided, you've been the only person trying to make an effort, they haven't been doing anything, this weekend it looks like the roles here are reversing, the tables are turning, and they're going to reach out to you and come with some sort of proposal. So all right, looking at the outcome here for you, we do have here the Queen of Wands reversed. I mean, the way you're going to feel about this Capricorn is you're not going to feel too happy about it, because it's like, now you finally make a response, now you finally decide to put an effort. It was like, what about all those times I've tried, at the end of the day? But I still see you being open to this, even though you may be mildly irritated, you'll be open to communicating with this person, and I feel like they're going to be opening up to you here overall with the Temperance and the Hierophant reverse, explaining kind of where they're coming from. So there will be an open conversation being taken place here. I do think, like I said, you're going to be mildly irritated with the Queen of Wands in reverse, but it's like, listen, you tried really hard, you backed off, you're like, it is what it is. I wish they would have opened up to me as well sooner, but I'll be open and hear them out and kind of see where things go from here. All right, Capricorn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I do feel, though, for some reason, for the vast majority of Capricorns, this person you're dealing with is probably somebody within your family sector, but if it's not a family member, it could be literally anybody, as always, on this channel. Okay, all right, though, Cappy, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our Capricorn. That's going to be our second batch of zodiac signs officially completed for today's daily. We're going to hop on into the last and final batch shortly. Okay, real quick, though, guys, just want to say thank you for being here. All right, appreciate you so much for the 210 peeps in the chat. If you could drop a like, that'd be sweet. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Hope you guys are doing great. Nonetheless, everybody, how are you? Happy Friday. Hope you've been having yourselves a snazzy one so far. Really, really appreciate you guys. Happy Friday to you as well, Alyssa. Appreciate you coming out. Appreciate you coming out. All right, guys, give me 1 sec. I'm just going to do some stuff real quick. Just got to check something real fast before we continue, and then we'll move into the last couple signs. Mars Queen Marlene, hello. She said, Aunt, I know what you should do because your voice is so soothing. You should read books for Audible. LOL, seriously, you would be great at that. I thought about it a long time ago. I actually thought about doing voice work. Well, I've always kind of wanted to do voice work, but I've never really had the opportunity, if you will. Doing that for like Audible would be cool. I think that'd be nice to do like books and stuff, but I've always wanted to just play a character like in somebody's animation. I don't know why. Something funny. I don't care if I have to put on an impression accent or whatever the case may be. I feel like that would be so dope to just like, be like a cartoon character or like be in like an episode of Family Guy or something like that, just something funny. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty interesting. That's just what I've always wanted to do. Just be like some kind of like voice character for voice acting. But yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? Doing kind of voice books and stuff like that would be cool too. But I just never really saw like, I guess an opening, if you will. So, I mean, if I find an opening, sure, I'll definitely do that as a side gig. It'd be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. Thank you, BB. Everybody smash that like. Thank you. Appreciate that. Pisces Love, hello. Sending good vibes to you and happy Friday. Have an awesome weekend. You too. Thank you for coming out, Pisces Love. Really appreciate that. Aisha says, I'm doing good, Ant. Thank you, and I hope you are too. I am. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming out as well. Shin said, try getting into it and see what happens, Ant. Dio said, you'd be so good. That would be badass. Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I don't know. Like, I've never fully, I guess, took the time to look into it just because, like, everything I do with tarot and YouTube is, like, a lot because I'm a one-man team. You know, I wish I could have, like, the ability, I guess, or more so the stability, if you will, to like pay people and have employees and things of that nature. But unfortunately, like I can't afford to hire employees with everything that I do and with all the other bills that I pay. So, you know, it would be nice to have people that would work with me and I could have more time to explore and do other things. But I am a one-man show. Everything I do, I do for this channel. I do for the website. I do editing. I do everything that you guys see, you know, from behind the scenes to the camera. It's all for me. So, you know, it would be nice one day though to have employees and be able to, you know, be able to kind of just come on here, record, do what I got to do, and then maybe do some other stuff on the side. It'd be fun. Marlene said that's how my friend started and she sings for cartoons now. That's pretty dope, honestly. That's actually really cool that she moved from there to there. That's pretty freaking cool. I don't know. You know what? You guys got me thinking about it. I might look into it. That'd be pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I'm not, you know, 100%, I guess I would need to, you know, learn more about audio and stuff like that. Cause like, I know I have pretty good audio here, but I'd have to learn a little more to make it a lot better, but that'd be cool though. I think I'll do it. Paige said, you're totally awesome for that and for putting in so much time and effort and creativity into your channel to give us our daily readings. Well, you're very welcome. Thank you guys. Appreciate the heck out of you. Marlene said, I know you do so much already. We appreciate you so much. Well, for sure. Thank you guys. And by the way, I don't want you guys to ever feel like, you know, granted I do a lot. Like, I don't want you guys to ever feel like, you know, you have to owe me like a thank you. Like, I appreciate that you guys saying thank you, but like, I'm always going to do this for you. I go hard for my YouTube fam. Okay. I go hard for my soul family. I will always make sure I bust my butt for you guys as much as I can. So always know that. Always know that. All right though, guys, we're gonna move into the last and final batch now. I'm just gonna, you know, take one more rip off this little thing and then we'll go ahead and continue, and we're gonna be going back to the fire. So the next sign coming up is Aries, so stay tuned, Aries, and we'll get on into it and we'll see what we got going on real quick. Alyssa said, I had a bad morning, but I can't wait until I listen to your Virgo April reading. Your readings are a way that I meditate. Oh, wow. Happy to hear that for you. Happy that they are actually calm and meditative. Back in the day, you probably wouldn't have meditated to my readings just because of how fast I used to speak. People nowadays still tell me, though, too, that I talk incredibly fast. If you guys would have, like, I don't know, like a good majority of you guys have been following me for the full 5 years. But if you guys used to see the content I put out back then, the way I would channel, man, just... it was quick. It was super quick. I used to have people tell me when they'd watch my videos, they were like, I just get anxiety with how quick you talk. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't control it, you know? It was something I couldn't control back then. It was just channeling was quick, you know what I mean? But I love that for you though. I'm happy that you can meditate to them, and I'm happy that those videos definitely help out, guys, you know? I bust my butt as well when it comes towards the monthlies and the mid-monthlies and things of that nature. You know, I do what I can to get videos out to you guys. I would like to find time to make weekly videos too for everybody, but it's a lot. I don't know how other YouTubers do it, but it's a lot. You know, other people in the tarot space, they make just like a shit ton of content. I'm like, how the hell do you guys make all this content? It's just crazy. It really is. Nini said, I resonate with your reading. You help me mentally prepare for my future. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Very happy to hear that. Julia said you were all over the place. Yeah, it happens. That was me in the past though, but I think that it was good though, because I liked channeling the way I used to, but I'm like also happy I kind of like slowed down a little more. It definitely helped out. That's right. This is for the soul fam. Love you all. Oh, thank you, Paige. Goodman said, Ant, I'm busy. I'll timestamp as always, and have a great week, buddy. Oh, no problem, man. Take your time, Goody. Appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you for all the work that you do. Goodman, it really helps out a lot. All right, guys. Aries, I know you've been patiently waiting. I'm very sorry. Let's hop on into it and see what's going on. What's gonna be going on here for the Ram fam? Messages here for Team Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aries, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what we got going on here, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at a pretty fantastic weekend. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, King of Swords. We've been getting this King of Swords a lot today for the Zodiacs. Looking at the current energy for you, we got here an Ace of Pents in reverse, what it is you're dealing with, King of Cups in the upright. And then looking at the outcome here for Aries is going to be the Nine of Pentacles in the upright position as well. Okay, let's get on into it and see what's popping for you. So, first and foremost, King of Swords here to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I almost want to say here for you, Aries, with the King of Swords to the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's kind of like right now, opportunities aren't really what you're looking for because it's like you're pretty good where you're at. King of Swords is about having your boundaries pretty high, but I also feel like it could be about having your expectations pretty high too. So it's like you're not taking in opportunities because maybe opportunities don't necessarily meet your expectations. And looking at what you're dealing with here, King of Cups, and especially looking at the outcome, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is an energy that represents I'm confident and I'm comfortable. I'm happy where I am. King of Cups here represents emotionally, I'm doing good. I'm not sure if I want to take any opportunities right now. So I feel like for a vast majority of Aries, you kind of feel like you're in a state of contentment. But one thing I want to say is that remember, it's not necessarily don't judge a book by its cover, but it's like sometimes what you may think doesn't meet your expectations exceeds it. I think that's the way that I want to talk about it moving into your weekend. I think that sometimes what you miss out on, especially opportunity-wise, it may not look like it meets expectations, but if you would have taken it, they could exceed them. So I'm definitely a person and a man of opportunity. I don't like to miss out on things. I like to kind of take things and see what happens with them and roll with them because you never really know what it can become. So I feel like I'm being kind of called to tell Aries, if you have an opportunity this weekend, maybe it's a work opportunity, maybe you're single and it's an opportunity of love, maybe it's an opportunity for, some kind of trip or something of that nature. I wouldn't shut anything out or rule anything out. I would actually look into it because even if it kind of feels like it's not going to meet your expectations, I get the sense that it's going to exceed them instead. And sometimes we'll look at a situation and be like, it doesn't seem that good or great. And then we hop into it and we're like, fuck, this is better than I ever imagined, So I think for Aries, I wouldn't rule anything out. That would be my advice. I wouldn't rule anything out here moving into your weekend, especially if some sort of opportunity is presented to you. Of course, it's not going to resonate to every Aries, but if it is your story and some opportunity kind of makes its way to you, give it a little more time. Make a little bit of an investment. You might be surprised at how it pans out. Okay? All right, Team Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But guys, thank you so much for tuning on in. By the way, there was a donation. Let me say a proper thank you. Hold on real quick. Thank you so much, Christina Castro, for the $19.99. Really appreciate your generosity. Thank you, my love. You said I love when I get to catch you, live for your daily readings. Happy Friday, Aunt. You're one of my favorite tarot readers. You're so humble and amazing. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your donation, and thank you for always watching me. Means the world to me. So thank you so much, Christina, and I hope you have an awesome Friday and an awesome weekend as well. Thank you once again for your generosity. Helps out a lot more than you know. Really, really appreciate it. All right, guys, we finished up the Ram fam, so the fire signs officially are finished. Moving back into the water, let's have a look here at the Scorpio and see what is going on. What's going to be popping here for Scorpio, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours? All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is going well. Scorpio, overall energy here for you is going to be the Ace of Swords in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Looking at the current energy for you, Queen of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Outcome here, Nine of Cups in the upright as well. All right, Scorpios, I think right now for your weekend here, Ace of Swords reverse, Queen of Wands reverse, it's kind of a weekend to pamper yourself and to be a little bit of a hermit, okay? A little bit of hermit energy showing up here for you. Nine of Pentacles is the energy of kind of being on your own, but being comfortable being on your own. Also, Nine of Cups is another card that represents self-fulfillment. So a lot of this energy is resonating towards you, yourself, and you, Scorpio, moving into your weekend. And I think it's nice. I get that vibe where you're kind of pampering yourself and really just enjoying you moving on in here, okay? This could be the energy of like maybe you have a 2-day off, maybe you have Saturday, Sunday off, and you actually have a full weekend off of work and you get to relax. And, Nine of Cups is like maybe I'm going to go get my nails done, I'm going to go to the spa. This could be the energy of like, fuck it, I'm going to hit the bar, whatever. You have time for yourself is what I'm feeling here for you moving into your weekend. And even if you don't necessarily have time for yourself, it's about making time for yourself and making time to reconnect with being in in solitude and just enjoying your own company. You know, if you can enjoy yourself and if you can be happy by yourself, you know that you're in good company because you are good company. So I see you creating this energy of making sure you make enough time for you to do activities you enjoy or to do things to relax and to just overall be in a good space where you're enjoying yourself this weekend, which I think is very fantastic here. So I like it for you, Scorpio. It's a weekend of rest, rejuvenation, and honestly fun solitude. It's nice to be by yourself sometimes instead of being around everybody else. You get that time to reconnect with yourself, to ground yourself, and to do something that's enjoyable for you, which I love, okay? So Scorpio, enjoy the you time this weekend. It's looking pretty damn good, okay? All right, Scorpios, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So the water's done, the fire's done. Moving on into the air sign now. We're gonna have a look here at the lovely and amazing Gemini. What's going on for the Gemini, baby? Messages here for Team Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. What do we got showing up here for the zodiac signs of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. All right, my Gemini peeps, let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what we got going on. Real quick, we did have two cards come out, High Priestess and the Empress. For some of you, you're finally, or I don't know why I said finally, I guess it could be finally, maybe you're finally getting intuitively guided to where you need to go next in the sense of growth. I think for some Geminis, you've been trying to grow. Maybe you've been trying to grow on your personal path. You've been trying to grow in finances. You've been trying to grow, in work. And it's been difficult, right? But if there's been any sort of stagnation, I just get the feeling that Geminis are growing. Like you're finally going to receive the growth you've been looking for if you've been facing stagnation in your life. So a little bit of a side message coming out for you, High Priestess here, Empress. If you've been facing any sort of stagnation, I think you're about to figure out your growth, you know? All right, though. Nonetheless, that's what I got here for you, Gemini. Let's keep it popping, pushing, moving forward, and get to your official reading. By the way, Trish L says, I'm from New Jersey, so you don't speak fast. Literally, like, my mother's born and raised in Jersey. I got tons of family in Jersey. I'm born and raised in New York. Like, this is how New Yorkers and Jersey people just talk, you know? So I know, yeah, people from Jersey definitely don't think I talk fast. Same with New Yorkers as well. That's just how we are, you know? That's what it is. Nonetheless, what do we got going on here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 72 hours. Let's go ahead and check it out and see what is up. Overall energy for the gems is going to be the Moon card. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Pisces for a few of you. Looking into the current energy, we got here the Page of Wands. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got the Six of Wands in reverse. And looking at the outcome here for you, we do have a Two of Swords in the upright position as well. So for the weekend for gems, we got here Moon and the Page of Wands. It kind of looks to me like you guys are kind of in that space where it's like, okay, I have a little bit of interest in someone, a little bit of emotion towards someone, but looking at what you're dealing with, Six of Wands reversed, I don't really know if I should go for him. You know what I mean? I don't really know if I should go for him is what I see here for a few of you. But at the end of the day, it's like, why? Looking at the outcome, Two of Swords, you're just a little, indecisive right now on whether or not you should pursue somebody that you kind of like, Gemini. It looks like you got a bit of a crush on someone. Now, here's my thing. This might not be about love. We'll get into that in a second. But if you're a Gemini and you have a crush on somebody and you're like, I don't know what I should do about it because I can confront them, but maybe they won't feel the same way. My thing about love is you're only ever going to know if somebody feels the same way by just telling them how the hell you feel. And even if rejection hurts, it's better than constantly holding on to the idea or thought and taking zero action. It's better than wasting your own time. I've been in spaces before, right? I'm in a happy relationship. I've been in a relationship for many years, but in my past when I was single, I used to be that person where I was like, fuck it. If I like this girl, I'm going to tell this girl I like her. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, I'm going to waste my own time. I was always that person where I wasn't afraid to let somebody know how I felt about them romantically, because if you don't, you're wasting your own time. So it's better to get rejected and recognize, okay, doesn't feel the same. That's cool. I can go ahead and move forward and find somebody else who resonates with me, and instead of, wasting my time, right? So I'm a big person here of doing that. And I really think that for you, Gemini, if you're kind of in the space of indecision where it's like, I kind of like somebody, but I don't know what to do, I say go for it. If they like you back, great. You can, build something there. If they don't, sure, the rejection hurts a little bit, but at least you know the truth and you don't have to have your time wasted. I think the biggest and hardest thing and the worst outcome that can happen is you wasting your time. right? I think that's the worst outcome to move into, and that's where you wouldn't want to go. So I'd prefer rejection over that, to say the least. But, you know, that's just the way I see it. You know, not everybody will see it the way I see it, but I think that that's a good way to look at it. So, you know, if you're a Gemini and there's someone you like here, I say go for it. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, at least you know. And if it's not about love here, it could be literally about a career opportunity. It could be about going for some sort of opportunity or some sort of dream that you've been going after. It's like, hey, you got to try shit in life. If it works out, great. If not, it doesn't work out. You recognize it's not for you, and at least you didn't waste all your time imagining and wondering the what ifs. Because the what ifs, man, those will get you. Those will get you. By the way, thank you so much, Amy Nice, for the $2. Really, really appreciate that. You said Lisa and good energy. I'm not sure if you meant love and good energy, but regardless, you said suffering from bad allergies. Sorry to hear that, Amy. You know, allergies suck. I deal with them all the time, unfortunately, with spring coming on in. Yeah, it happens, you know. So with that being said, hopefully, oh, you said, please send me some good energy. That's what you meant to say here. Please send me some good energy. I'm suffering from really bad energies. Will do. Sorry to hear that. I'm going to definitely send you some good energy your way. Appreciate the donation though, Amy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, with spring coming up, it gets a little intense, guys. But yeah, like I said, with Geminis, like, even if it's about chasing a dream or whatever, like, you're never going to know in life if shit's going to work out for you unless you give it a go. The worst thing you can do is be caught in the what ifs, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It's not fun to be there, because then you wasted your time and you might have missed out on an opportunity window, and it's always going to be, well, what if I did this? I shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, it's not a good vibe there. So my advice here for Gems is go for it. If it works out, great. If not, at least you know, right? All right, though, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Much love to the Gemini. So we did all the air, we did all the water, we did all the fire. Moving on into the last but not least zodiac sign for today's daily reading, we're going to take a look here at Team Virgo, and we shall see what is up for the Virgo gang. So let's go ahead and take a look here, baby. All right, guys. What do we got showing up here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 72 hours, excuse me. What do we got rolling on in here for the zodiac signs of Virgo? Messages here for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 72 hours. By the way, for the 205 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for coming on out. Team Virgo, we're going to grab ourselves one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully this weekend's going to be popping. Overall energy for you. Knight of Cups in reverse. Current energy for you. Three of Wands reversed. What you're dealing with. Five of Cups reversed. Like to see that. And then the outcome here for you. Seven of Cups in the reverse position. One thing at a time. One day at a time. One situation at a time is what I'm hearing for you guys moving into your weekend. I think that in life, we gotta work on things one day, one step at a time. When we overwhelm ourselves, it's like the worst thing we can do, because then nothing gets done. So I do see Virgos moving into the weekend here, that you're kind of in a space where it's like, I'm healing and moving past something one step at a time. You know, one thing, let me move past this first, then I'll move on to another thing, etc., etc. Because looking at the outcome, Seven of Cups reversed, that's what's telling me you're working on one thing at a time. But if the Seven of Cups is in reverse, it means at one point it was upright, which means you had a lot of things that maybe you needed to heal, you needed to work on. And moving into your weekend, instead of overwhelming yourself trying to heal everything all at once, you're taking a step back and focusing on one thing at a time that you want to tackle in your life. And when you do this, you feel more calm. It feels easier to approach the things that you want to find solutions to. It feels a lot more of a relaxing time than if you kind of throw yourself in to everything at once. So yeah, I get that vibe here where some Virgos that are watching could definitely be healing. Knight of Cups reversed here, Three of Wands reversed. It's about wanting to move past the things that maybe aren't giving you good energy anymore in your life, or wanting to heal from things that have hurt you. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, Five of Cups reversed, I do certainly feel that this weekend, Virgo, many of you guys are going to be healing and getting through one thing very specifically, something you've been working on letting go of. So I do see release showing up here into your weekend, but looking at the outcome here, Seven of Cups reversed, like I said, it's really about taking it one step at a time. And I think that's going to be the key here for Virgos that are kind of trying to do this mass overhaul energy of healing. If you've kind of just been experiencing a lot, been through a lot, or dealing with a lot right now. So things are going to start working for you, but I think that the best way they're going to work is if you take it one step at a time, one issue or problem at a time. And as you start to do that, the healing process becomes smoother and more easier to tackle. All right. Don't overwhelm yourself would be my best advice for any Virgos that are watching here at this time. But it's good though to see that something here is getting handled this weekend. Something here is getting healed for sure. But everything else that maybe you need to put some work into, you know, make sure you're just taking it one step at a time, one problem at a time, and it's going to be a lot easier that way going forward, okay? So don't overwhelm yourself, baby, okay? Stay cool, calm, collected, and grounded, and you're going to be able to get through whatever it is you got going on. I got faith in you, Virgo, okay? Much love, baby, all right? All right, Team Virgo, let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. Thank you, Virgo, so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. And with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here to the weekend reading. Really appreciate you guys being here. By the way, Alice, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Really appreciate that as well. But thank you guys for coming out to the weekend reading. As always, hope you guys had yourselves a fantastic time. For everybody who's in the chat, if you can drop a like, that'd be sweet. Really helps out with the algorithm. So if you could do that, that'd be cool. If you could drop a comment below, that'd be really cool too. I did want to mention, man, thank you everybody for being here. You guys are friggin' awesome. Appreciate you all so much. For everybody who sent in donations today, there was quite a few that came in. Thank you guys so much for that. It helps out more than you know. SNDM, thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate that as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to everybody who donated today. Like I said, you guys really help out, so thank you for your generosity. I wanted to mention, if anybody here is interested in the channel, if you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, I'd be more than happy to welcome you into the Soul family. So thank you for those in advance who do end up subscribing. I did upload today Virgo for April 2023. So right now, currently, every zodiac from Aries to Virgo in that order is currently uploaded and posted on my channel. All the rest of the zodiacs for April will be posted next week. So stay tuned, everybody, as those videos will be rolling out shortly. Moving on into next week, okay? So we'll be getting the rest of the April reads done by next week, and then we'll move forward into other things as well. But if you haven't seen your April video yet, and you are in Aries all the way to Virgo in the zodiac or numerical order, go check out your reading if you haven't seen it yet. Rastafarian, thank you for the 10 bucks. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Thank you very, very, very much. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys that update. A couple things to talk about as well. In terms of personal services, this is going to be the last day of the week if you want to get it. There's a couple readings left. If you guys are interested, go check out my website. First link in the description below. For people waiting on personal services, don't worry about the weekend. All of your videos and readings that you guys have ordered will be delivered. So stay tuned for those of you that are waiting on a personal service. Your video and reading will be coming soon. And yeah, I think that's it though. I don't know if there's much more to talk about. I mentioned to you guys a series that I was working on. I ended up getting some topic ideas of what you guys wanted me to talk about. So I made the video already. I think I'm going to post it on Monday. So you might expect that Monday. If not Monday, it could be a Friday. But I think I might start doing the series on a Monday, if anything. So there is a new series inbound. Should be uploaded on Monday. If not, I might move it to Friday. Okay. All right, though. So that's some things to look forward to as well. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we're good over here, guys. All right. All right, everybody. Happy Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you all so much for your love and support. I had a lot of fun today. Hope you had fun too. And I'm going to catch everybody in the next video. Much love to my soul family. And guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, guys. Peace.